Man, when I see that steak grilling, I just think about conduction. How that steak is just touching that grill. And that grill, the silver part of that grill, the metal grill part is so hot. Its temperature is moving so well, the particles are moving so much faster. And they're moving so much faster, and they're directly in contact with that steak, whose molecules are moving slower because they're a colder temperature, and they're transferring that hotter temperature, and those molecules are bumping right into that steak, and that steak is now that's particles are moving faster, and so thus cooking a beautiful, perfect steak via conduction, via the touching of molecules, literally in contact with one another. Pure conduction right there.
Oh man, check out that steak grilling. It's looking pretty good. It's got some conduction coming from the grill, like Miss Foster said, but what I'm noticing is the convection. All that warm, fluid air moving up from the hot coals up into the steak and into the atmosphere above, and cooler air sinking down in, getting warmed up by the coals and moving right back. That circular action of warming a fluid like air and having the warm, less dense air rising up and the cool, more dense air going down. A vicious cycle, warming and cooling and warming and cooling and staking and grilling and eating and yummy and delicious.
So you can see here, we're cooking a nice steak. And this steak is being cooked by multiple different types of heat transfer or energy transfer. We have some conduction with it touching the grates and speeding up the molecules that way. We also have some convection currents happening. But the main way this steak is probably being cooked is through radiation. Now, radiation is energy transfer through waves. Now, these waves can travel through any fluid, so any liquid or any gas, or even through the vacuum of space, which means there are no molecules present. All objects that are above 0 degrees Kelvin emit radiation or heat radiation, usually in the form of infrared waves. 0 Kelvin is negative 273 degrees Celsius. And what 0 Kelvin means is that molecules do not move at all. They do not vibrate. They have no energy. So any object that has energy gives off heat radiation. Now, these coals have a lot of heat energy, and they are emitting that through waves that travel up and then strike the steak. And when they strike the steak, they give that heat energy to the steak, causing its molecules to speed up more. So when you're cooking your steaks, you're using radiation.